Yeah, so I was at Wilderness at the time, graduated that Wilderness program, and I was thinking, all right, now I'm excited. I get to go back home to Florida. I'm going to go back to my old high school. And then I got word that I'd be going to a different school, an alternate school. I was honestly one of the more troubled kids, I'd say. I got into trouble all the time. I wasn't a big believer in therapy. Up until that point, I was a straight A student through middle school, even to high school, and the struggles began where, the expectations were just mounting, and it all just kind of came to a point where I didn't really have an outlet. I didn't really have someone I felt I could really talk to. I couldn't relate to anyone, and given that my parents were pretty overbearing, I didn't really have anywhere to turn. I didn't have a ton of close friends that I could talk to about it. It's really hard to admit that you don't have everything figured out. It's hard to admit you have a problem. And I think getting out of the denial stage was the hardest for me. And thankfully, I wound up at a program that just wound up fitting me perfectly. They had exactly what we were looking for in terms of sports, in terms of providing, outdoor activities, things to stay active, ways to work on social skills was a big one. Also, trying to find other peers that were open and honest about struggles, because that was something, especially in this day and age with social media and everything, a lot of kids really do put on a mask. And it's unfortunate that a lot of kids are struggling deep down and aren't able to really share all those struggles. So when I was in a place where I felt more open and comfortable, that's really where I started to find the change. Was seeing it in others first, and then I was able to find it in myself. And after that, then I, had a therapist specializes in anxiety, and he just knew exactly how to be, someone that I could talk to, and someone that wasn't too pushy. But at the same time, we set goals. I think the biggest thing to learn in any therapeutics is that no matter how much help there is around you, it's got to come from the person internally. As I say, the programs are difficult in the moment. The coolest thing for me was I was at the program long enough that I hit that over the hump phase where I started to realize this is awesome. Like, I'm in a special place with special people, and I'm learning so much about myself, and I'm growing as a person, and I'm turning into someone that's pretty awesome. And through that whole experience, I'm pretty grateful for all the people that were involved in it.